Sarah Christensen has always loved basketball, and due to her outstanding work ethic, she also excelled at track and field and volleyball when she entered Mac High as a freshman in 1987. She lettered on the varsity volleyball team twice, utilizing her height and jumping ability to become one of the Bears' leaders in blocks and kills. And she was even named as the team MVP once. Those same skills, mixed with a soft shooting touch, earned her a spot on the varsity basketball team as a sophomore, and the Grizzlies rewarded her determination as their most improved player 2 years in a row.
Well, the big thing right away was she gave us size, and Sarah was always a really hard worker. She could be real physical inside, and she didn't back down from anybody, so she gave us some physical presence on the court.
I was always happy I was not a post player and had to play against her, and instead was out at the wing and got to be her teammate rather than her opponent most practices and games.
She worked hard. She worked hard, and I didn't want to play against her. But she made you better, which I think is always the best thing that you can say about a teammate. If they make you better on and off the court, then that's what you want in every teammate. And she did that.
As a junior and senior, she dominated the paint by being the Bears' season leader in points with 15 and rebounds with 8 per game, both years. Sarah was also the team's most consistent shot blocker, as she earned one selection onto the All-League second team and another onto the All-League first team, being named as the highly competitive Metro League's best center.
In that league, it's just every night. There wasn't a weak team. You had to have a lot of really kids that wanted to compete every night, and Sarah would lead the way inside for us and take care of it.
I think her strength and her height were a big contributor to her success. She was just very aggressive and took the ball to the basket, and you still have to have a little bit of touch even when as a post player, so she had that too.
I know now, most players that play the post are, 4 to 5 inches taller than she was. But she played like that. She played like she was 6'5", 6'8", because she could grab the ball and she could move well inside. She could out-muscle people, and that was a big part of who she was. She played bigger than she was.
She was always good defensively. We could count on her inside. She could protect the rim, and people had trouble shooting around her. And she was quick enough that she'd go out and play people.
I just remember that she played big in big games as well. She could rise to the occasion.
She was a great teammate. She, would rebound the ball, get it out, hustle down the court, do her part, but she was never overly dominant. She just worked really hard and was very supportive of the rest of the team.
Christensen played alongside 3 other Mac High Hall of Famers in probably the greatest era Grizzlies girls basketball has ever had, winning 78% of her games, including an impressive 23-3 record in her junior year, while leading Mac High to 1 league title and 3 state tournament appearances to end one of the best careers in school history.
In terms of sports, I would just think how much she improved. You get a lot of kids when they get put on the B team as 7th graders, they just kind of, I'm not going to do it anymore and it's not worth it. And she's just a great example for girls to look at and see that, if you push yourself and you work at it, and she's blessed with some gifts, that you can make yourself into a good basketball player, and that's what she did. And that's what I would say, be most proud of her, just the determination to stick with it and keep working. And even when she was hurting, she'd push herself, and I don't ever remember it saying, I need to come out of a game because my knee's bothering me. It was always, I'm going to do what's best for the team, and I think that's what people appreciate about her.
After graduating with honors in 1991, Sarah accepted a scholarship to play basketball in Spokane, Washington at the University of Gonzaga. When she arrived, the team had been struggling, but her work ethic and competitiveness helped change the culture of the organization, and Christensen was named to the West Coast All-Conference freshman team for her stellar individual play.
In high school, basically 15 feet was where I think she felt comfortable in game shooting, but she played a lot at the low post for us and at the free throw line area. And then at college, she moved outside and was shooting 3-pointers and became a real good shooter from the outside.
In her junior year, she led the Bulldogs to a school record 21-win season and second-place conference standing, on their way to the university's first ever tournament berth. They went 1-2 to finish 7th in the WNIT to end Gonzaga's best season yet. And that team is still remembered in their all-time record books for being 5th in field goal percentage with 44.3, 4th in single-game steals with 20, 3rd in single-game field goal percentage with 63.1, and 2nd in three-point field goal percentage with 39.8. Christensen's powerful physicality on the block helped the 1994 Bulldogs remain first all-time in free throw attempts and free throws made in school history, which is even more impressive due to their recent streak of winning seasons, now at 11. As a senior in 1995, Sarah finished her career strong by being named as a WCC All-Conference Honorable Mention center, as the team set another university record in single-game rebounds with 62, which is still 4th all-time. Today, Christensen ranks 15th all-time in WCC tournament rebounding average with 5 per game, 14th all-time in career scoring with 1,230 points, 13th all-time in career scoring average with 11.2, 8th all-time in WCC tournament scoring average with 12, 7th all-time in postseason rebounding average with 5.6, and 3rd all-time in postseason scoring average with 14.6 points per game, to end one of the Bulldogs' greatest basketball careers. Since obtaining her master's in education from Gonzaga in 1998, Sarah has been teaching, coaching, and raising a family in Spokane. She's stayed active by competing on City League basketball teams, regional tennis teams, and by volunteering at the local YMCA. She enjoys passing down her knowledge and passion for the sport that has made Sarah Christensen one of the best basketball players McMinnville High School has ever had.